And Xavier Thames is back now on the Scott and BR show on the Mighty 1090. X, good afternoon. Oh, wait a second. He's not here yet. Wait a second. I just saw the blinking light on the board. X Thames not. But that was too good of a setup to not like immediately go right into. And here's X Thames.
It was really good.
I mean, it was dramatic.
It was good. It was like Steve Fisher on Friday, remember? And then he cut out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when that happens.
Right.
But he'll be back.
All right, X Thames coming up in just a matter of moments now. All right? How about that? How about if I put it like that? I'll tell you guys something else just about this game. If you've been with me this afternoon, Billy Ray will be back tomorrow. He was in New York this weekend at SNL. By the way, I tried to watch SNL. It was so bad.
I recorded it and watched a little of it. Who was the person on the show?
There's the host, you mean?
Yeah.
She has a show on HBO called Girls.
And there's a lot of nudity or something?
Yeah, and she's like got a really disgusting body, you know? And so, like, it's like a really big thing, like that she's not attractive and she's naked all the time.
Why is she naked all the time?
Because it's a show about her, like,
being naked?
Yeah, and it's just vile. Anyway, all right, here now, after that amazing setup.
Okay.
Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Newcomer of the Year, and, of course, Conference Champions. Here is the leader of that group, Xavier Thames, returning to the Scott and BR show on the Mighty 1090. X-Man, welcome back.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Did you see my message to you today on Instagram of the video I shot of you standing on the scorer's table after the game?
I think it was multiple people that had the video, so I did see a video of that, so that must have been yours, but it's been so many people posting videos and doing all that stuff on Twitter and Instagram, but I did see that earlier. All
right, it's really cool, man. It's great video. So, all right, let me go back to the very, very beginning of the game, okay?
Okay.
I have a lot to talk to you about this afternoon. Okay. All right, let's go back to the pregame ceremony of you guys being honored before the game. You with me on this?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. I saw something that happened, and tell me if you noticed it and tell me what it means, if it has greater meaning to you than just a physical act. Josh Davis is standing there by himself, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And you've got your mom, your dad, and your little brother. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And the four of you are all in an embrace together. You're all holding each other, your family, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Close-knit group, you and your mom and dad and brother?
Yeah, no doubt.
Seemed like it. Josh is there by himself. No mom, no dad, no brother, sister. So Coach Fisher is kind of his de facto parents, yeah?
Uh-huh. Yep, exactly.
Josh lifts up his jersey. Everybody cheers. Then you get yours. The place is going berserk. Can you recall where you were? I mean, can you see that moment?
I sure can.
All right. Mom grabs Josh and pulls her towards her, and now it's the five of you.
Yeah.
What did that mean? What does that say about your mother and your family? Is there something there? Because I'm going to tell you what it meant to me. So I want to ask you first. What was that all about?
That's just how all my family members are. You know, if I'm close with anybody, all my friends, my teammates, anything like that, you know, they're part of the family as well. So I was surprised when my mom did that. You know, I was going to do it myself, but knowing my mom, I knew she was going to already do that. And just a big family, you know, no matter what. She would have did that if it was anybody else on the team. You know, unfortunate, Josh's mom and his dad and brother couldn't be out there. So my mom just, you know, took him in like he was, like he was one of ours. So it was good.
Dude, I'm standing there with my 13-year-old son, and I see your mom do that. And it was emotional enough even before that. But when your mother grabbed him, I mean, I had to fight back the tears. I'm not joking. Because
really,
I swear to you, dude, because you got to understand. I mean, and it's not like you and Josh have played together for 4 years. It's not like you guys have been roommates and best friends, and he's gone back to your parents' house and stayed at your. I mean, right? I mean, you guys have only known each other a few months. Fair?
Yeah, that's fair. Since summertime, you know, it's only been a year. But like I said, my mom, my whole family, everybody on our team. I think anybody's parent on our team would have done the same thing. Because we're just so close, you know, the whole team is just so close like that. You know, it was a great feeling.
Yeah, and for me, what I took away from it was, look, you've had a great year. You've had an amazing career at San Diego State. And as much as Coach Fisher gets all the credit for the team being where it is because he demands so much of your respect and he gets so much out of you guys, I thought to myself, as the point guard, as the leading scorer, as the senior, you're the leader of that team. And you're probably, I'm guessing, the guy in the locker room that is the put an arm around somebody kind of person. And when I saw your mom do that, I thought, man, I know where you get it from, and I know what you must spread about around that locker room. Am I looking too deep into that thing?
No, you're not. You know, I've been raised by two wonderful parents of mine. You know, my mom and my dad, and it goes all the way down to my grandma, my grandfather, and everybody. So I've just been blessed with a great family. You know, it carried down to me, and then one day I'll carry it down to my kids, hopefully.
You're going to have to give me Mom's number after this, man. I got to have her on the show.
Okay. She listens to the show, too, as well as my grandma, so she'll be happy.
You don't understand. I want to hug your mother, dude.
She'll definitely give you a hug back.
All right, Xavier Thames, Conference Player of the Year, Mountain West Conference champions. What a game on Saturday night. So when that happened, I thought, wow, what a close-knit group. And then the comeback starts because let's face it, at down 16, things are not going your way. Can you pinpoint the moment where the coaching staff decides we're scrapping our defense and we're trying something new? Tell us how that happened in game.
Well, we had went to a timeout. I think it was the media or somebody had got fouled, and like you said, we were down 16. You know, and then Coach Fitz looked to Coach Hudson and the whole coaching staff and was saying, you know, you want to try the 1-3-1. So Coach Fitz said, okay, let's try the 1-3-1 for just a couple possessions. And then we went out there. I think we had got a steal or they missed a shot, and then we got a basket, and then we got another steal or a missed shot, and then we got another basket. And then after that, we just stuck with it, you know, the whole half.
The way I've read the story and heard Coach Fisher talk about it, it's as if you guys maybe had practiced the 1-3-1 and everybody sort of knows what to do, but it almost sounded as if you've never done it in a game before. Is that accurate?
No, we have done it in the game before, but not like that period of stretch of time. You know, when we went about 12, 13 minutes straight, we used it, you know, here or there, like 2 or 3 minutes. We played a little bit at Boise just for a few possessions, and that's it. But we do practice it. You know, we spend like 4 or 5 minutes on the 1-3-1 zone every day. You know, and the coaching staff, Coach Hudson, and the whole coaching staff had put the zone in, so we knew what we were doing.
This is X Thames, by the way, now Conference Player of the Year in the Mountain West after the Aztecs won the conference championship during the regular season on Saturday night. X, is it really just about a strategy and defensive alignment, or is it more about the intensity of who's on the floor? Because for me, Dwayne Polee being at the top of the key and the way he had a look on his face, I don't know if you could see it, but man, he was just zoned in and focused, and it's like that Kobe Bryant look when Kobe grits his teeth and puts out his chin, that Black Mamba look. Polee had that fire in his eyes, and he was the first defender that New Mexico would have to come in contact with. Is it just strategy, or was it intensity on the floor?
It's a little bit of both. You know, we have to give a lot of credit to Coach Hutt and the whole coaching staff, you know, for putting that zone in, you know, to have a little backup plan. And also, it does start with Polee, you know, at the top of the zone. He's about 6'7", 6'8", with like a 7'1" wingspan,
right,
and tremendous bounce, you know, ridiculous bounce. So it does start with him. You know, I kind of got on him in the game, you know, and I think he took that, you know, he took it to heart. You know, he wanted to step his game up. You said
you got on him. You got on him during the game.
Yeah, just a little bit. Like, come on, DP, like we need you.
Well, what were you saying?
Like
but what you mean? Like we need you to find a way to get some shots and score? What did you mean by "come on, we need you"?
Just anything, shots. You know, block. You could block shots, rebounding. You know, we were all telling the guys, just come on, we just got to keep fighting, and I think that's what we did. And you could see it in DP's eyes. You know, once he got a few steals. You know, I think he kind of put a little fear into the New Mexico players when they saw the zone. So that was good for us.
Xavier Thames, Mountain West Conference Player of the Year, is named today. The Aztecs won the regular season conference championship Saturday night. Now, listen, I have been telling everybody today, trying to relay an experience and a perception. X, I've been to every one of these home games over the last 4 years of your career. I've sat courtside. I've had a bird's eye view, all right? and regardless of bragging about how great the seats are that I've been able to get, let me just say this. I've never experienced anything like what happened Saturday night. I want to hear your perspective from where I was, okay, as you guys were making steals. And here comes Josh Davis's dunk. To me, it was the catalyst play. I don't know how you feel about it. Then Poli's steal and that crazy layup he had where his legs were all spread out wide and his arms are all goofy. I mean, you know, it may not necessarily always be graceful, but it's effective. The way the crowd and the team seemed to be feeding off one another, did you feel that differently than at other times? Because for me, I've never experienced anything quite like it.
I for sure did. You know, once we went on that run, and the show and everybody in the arena was going crazy. I think we fed off them a lot. You know, we owe them a lot. You know, I think without them, you know, it would be hard for us to win that game. So I just want to thank them, the show, and everybody who attended the game for being such an amazing crowd. We really did feed off the crowd on Saturday, and it really helped us a lot. So that was great. But that whole run and that whole experience was crazy. I've never been a part of anything like that, especially how loud it was in there. It was crazy.
But it wasn't just during the play. It was during media timeouts.
Yeah, yes. It was mainly. It started with shoot around. Actually, you know, when we go out and first shoot, the whole student section was already filled, and half the arena was kind of filled as well. So it wasn't just through you know, the little run we had, but it was throughout the whole game. You know, so we got to thank them for that.
Yeah, I said earlier, I don't want to sound like I'm trying to be hokey here, but it was as if the team and the crowd became one, and everybody on the floor was standing, and everybody, you know, you saw the blackout, right? I mean, it looked pretty cool from down on the floor, didn't it?
Yeah, it really did. You know, I took a glance in the crowd, you know, when I think it was 42-42 at the tie game, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I'm just blessed to be a part of this. It was just an amazing atmosphere. You know, even the guys that, you know, didn't get in, you know, they were still jumping around and different things like that. So it was just a great experience and a great game.
Xavier Thames, Mountain West Conference Player of the Year on Scott and BR on the Mighty 1090, 5:15 in the afternoon. By the way, the mayor of the city of San Diego, who's there in attendance and rocking the all-black, San Diego State alum Kevin Falconer coming up shortly. So, X, what was it like after the game when the crowd rushed the floor?
It was crazy, but I initially didn't, you know, I wasn't in the crowd at first. You know, I shook Barstow's hand after the game, and Hewitt and New Mexico's coaching staff, I shook their hands. But I got on the court late, but seeing them run out on the court, I haven't been a part of that ever, so that was pretty cool. That was a pretty cool experience as well.
You cut down the nets. You got a piece of the net, right?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it?
It's in my room. I'm looking at it right now. It's on my dresser. And once I probably move out, I'll probably give it to my mom, and she'll keep it, you know, in the house somewhere.
Yeah. And what was it like to be standing on the scorer's table and have somebody throw you a black T-shirt, you know, the conference championship T-shirt, and you're up there with your teammates? And again, it's the video I posted to you today on Instagram. And then Josh Davis hugs you. See, to me, and I get goosebumps talking to you about it. Here's this kid who was only part of 1 year, but there's no way San Diego State is where they are today without his contribution. And there you guys were in that pregame ceremony, and your mom brings him into your family, symbolically speaking, with that hug that she gave him. And then there you guys are after the game, after this dramatic and insane comeback, and there he is to hug you and to have the two senior leaders who, again, I said this earlier, 5 years ago, you're playing at Washington State, he's playing at Tulane. The likelihood that you two guys would ever cross paths, let alone be on the same team that would win a conference title in just 1 year together, is 1 in 5 billion. What was that moment like?
Man, it was a great moment, you know, just for us as a whole team, you know, winning it, and especially being at the last game for me and Josh in VA House Arena. It was real special, and to see all the fans, you know, supporting us throughout the whole game and throughout the whole year, you know, saying that, it was just amazing feeling. And then when I seen Josh, you know, he came up to me, you know, he just said, "Man, I love you." I said, "Man, I love you." He said, "I love you, dog," in his little country voice. He's from North Carolina, And I said, man, I love you too, bro. It's just it don't stop. We got to keep it pushing. And he said, no doubt. So it was real. It was a real good moment, and I'm just blessed to be a part of it. Like I said.
Xavier Thames today finds out that he is the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. Where were you this afternoon when you got word that you had been voted Conference Player of the Year?
I had just got out of one of my classes, and Mike May, our media relations guy, had told me that I had won. And I seen a few stuff on Twitter. You know, people were tweeting me saying that I had won, but it wasn't a real confirmation that I had actually won. And then he had texted me saying that I won, so it was just a great feeling. Like I said, I just want to thank God first, and then my teammates and my coaching staff and my family. So I'm just blessed.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's been an amazing year, right?
Yeah, it has. It has been. It has been an amazing year.
But it's not over yet.
No, exactly. It's not over yet. We got Vegas, going to Vegas on Wednesday. We want to try to get to the championship game out there. We got to take it one game at a time, and we'll see how that goes. I'm
going to ask you a final question, all right? And I want you to be as candid as you can be because you're the senior leader. You've earned the right to say what you want to say. We talk about your mom and the family that environment that she created for you, and then the family environment that you've helped cultivate with San Diego State's locker room and this basketball team.
Well, it's just not. It's not my mom. It's my mom, my dad, my little brother, my whole family. Like I said, my grandparents, all my cousins. We're just one big family.
Right.
We're always there for each other, no matter what the situation is. My dad, 2 years ago, he had colon cancer. So we just stuck through him through those tough times, and we just prayed. And right now, my grandfather's sick right now, but we're still praying. We just stick together no matter what the situation is, and I think that's what I brought a little bit. I think everybody has that, coming from their families, but I just brought that a little bit, just being a family, to San Diego State, and Coach Fisher has brought that as well.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you about, Coach Fisher, because I want to just ask you as we finish up. You ready? His son Mark, nobody's talked about this year because it's a private matter. I mean, his son has been an assistant coach on the staff for a long time. He's not well. He's battling Lou Gehrig's disease. I watch him on the bench, and I watch how the assistant coaches hold his hand to help him get up. They hold his hand to help him sit down. He's a young man who just had his first baby. He's unfortunately not a well person. I just wonder how much inspiration, if any at all, that family environment of seeing these coaches help Mark Fisher, what that has, if anything, again, meant to this team this year. Can you tell us about that?
Man, it means a lot. We're there for the Fishers, no matter what it is, and I know that they're there for us as long as with the Coach Dutcher and his family as well, Coach Hudson, Dave, the whole coaching staff, and that's just a big family. Go along with their daughters, everything. We're really just one big family. That's one of the main reasons why I came here in the first place. They're just all loyal, and it's a big family. I'm just blessed to be a part of that.
Yeah, that big family, there's no question. That environment is why this team has done what it's been able to do this year. Xavier, congratulations on the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year. Congratulations on the incredible comeback win Saturday night at Viejas Arena. And hold on one second, because we got to have your mom on the show. So make sure you give us her phone number, because I got to talk to her and I got to hug her.
Okay, all right, I got you.
All right, dog.
All right.
All right, man. Congratulations. Xavier Thames, getting loose like that. Good job, X. Really good.